Start by breaking up a banana peel as shown. You will know why I do this shortly. Once the banana peel is ready, you can now cut the pepper open to remove the seeds. Chili pepper is hot, so you can use a pair of gloves for this. If you don't use gloves, avoid touching any part of your body whilst working with the pepper until you have washed your hands. Extract the seeds directly onto the banana peel and use your fingers to press the seeds firmly into the peel. Cut the banana peel into pieces, ensuring that each piece has at least 3 pepper seeds pressed into it. There are 2 main reasons for using the banana peel to start the pepper seeds. I'll tell you in a bit. Fill planters or seedling trays with garden soil or potting mix to about 3/4 of the actual height of the tray and water it. Place the banana peel with the seeds on the soil mix. The side of the banana peel with the seeds should face upwards, otherwise germination may be delayed. Completely cover up the banana peel and seeds with a layer of soil as shown. Water lightly and cover the whole setup with a transparent plastic bag. This ensures that the right temperature and humidity is maintained to allow for faster germination. To ensure that the soil remains moist but not soggy, you can remove the plastic bag occasionally for a few hours to allow evaporation to take place. After about 7 days, some seeds will start to emerge. The transparent plastic bag can be removed at this time. One of the reasons for using the banana peel is that banana peel can emit ethylene gas that helps break seed dormancy in some plants, and this also ensures faster germination. By day 10, more seed would have germinated and the seedlings will be ready for transplanting after another 20 to 30 days. The second reason for using the banana peel is that it provides additional nutrients, mainly potassium, for the growing seedlings so that they can grow vigorously and stay healthy, as you can see in your shots. To transplant, get a container with holes curated at the bottom and fill it with soil mix made up of 80% garden soil and 20% compost. You need to transplant only 1 seedling per container, so if there are more than 1 seedling per cell, you have 2 options. 1. You can cut off the weaker seedling at the soil surface to avoid disturbing the root ball. 2. Raise a hole in the soil and place the seedling in it, making sure that the roots are completely covered. Firm the base. 2. You can carefully separate the seedlings at the root zone and transplant them into separate containers, as shown. Water thoroughly and keep the plants in a sunny location. "20 days after transplanting, buds and flowers will appear on the plants. You can stir up the soil and apply compost slurry to boost growth. The flowers will turn into fruit within 10 days. You can apply banana peel fertilizer at this stage to promote flowering and fruit development. After another 15 days, the fruit would have grown appreciably. You can apply organic fertilizer containing amino acids to boost growth. 15 days later, some of the fruit will start to ripen. You can harvest at this time or wait for more to ripen. The plant's water requirements will be high at this time, so you can mold the plants to maintain the soil moisture and to reduce the frequency of watering. This can also help prevent development of blossom end rot. After 5 more days, more chilies will be ready for harvest. So, within a period of 105 days in total, you can actually start enjoying the literal fruits of your labor. You can continue to harvest fresh peppers every 5 to 7 days over a few more months. To further extend the harvesting period and availability of fresh pepper, you can apply banana peel fertilizer or spray potassium nitrate or organic fertilizer after every big harvest, or at least every 2 weeks. This will boost production of new flowers and fruits as the existing ones mature. If you have too much pepper than you can actually eat, you can share with your neighbors or store some in Ziploc bags and keep them in the freezer. Now is a good time to smash that like button and or subscribe if you are new to this channel. Leave a comment or question and I'll be happy to get back.
Start by filling seedling cells with moistened soil mix. I normally use garden soil mixed with about 10% compost. For this demonstration, I'll be using 2 sweet pepper varieties, that is the crispy hybrid and the Chinese giant. After opening the seed packet, place about 3 seeds on the soil mix in the seedling planters. This will be done for both varieties. You can use the blunt end of a toothpick to push the seeds into the soil mix about a 1/4 inch deep. The hole is then covered with soil before watering it lightly. The setup is then covered with a transparent plastic sheet or cling film to maintain the moisture, humidity and temperature required for germination. Keep the setup in a partially shaded area. If you live in a cold climate, you can start the seeds indoors with supplemental lighting about 8 to 10 weeks before the last spring frost date. Seedlings will emerge within 9 days. Remove the plastic film from cells that have germinated seedlings, but keep it in place on seedling cells that have not germinated yet. Unlike tomato or chili pepper, bell pepper seedlings grow rather slowly. Expect to transplant the seedlings about 8 to 10 weeks after sowing. To transplant, fill the container with soil mix. I normally use a mixture of about 70% garden soil, 20% compost and 10% river sand. Water the soil thoroughly and let it stand for a little while to allow the soil to settle. Create a hole in the middle of the soil deep enough to cover the seedling cell completely. Plant one seedling per hole. If seedlings are more than one per hole, carefully separate them, ensuring that each one has roots intact together with the root ball. Flower buds will start appearing within 14 days after transplanting. At this stage, you can spray with potassium nitrate foliar fertilizer to promote flowering and fruit development. The application can be done once every 4 weeks. You can also pinch up the tops to encourage branching in order to increase the fruit load and get many fruits. However, depending on the variety, this may lead to smaller fruits. There is, however, a way to get a bigger fruit even if you pinch the tops. You will see this shortly. The next 14 days will see the flowers open and the plants growing bigger. At this point, you can provide a stake for your plant to keep them from lodging. This is absolutely necessary if you live in a windy area or are growing varieties that produce many large fruits. You can spray with an organic fertilizer such as seaweed fertilizer to help strengthen the stems to be able to carry the fruit load. This fertilizer can be applied once every 30 days. So essentially, you'll be alternating the potassium nitrate and seaweed fertilizer every 2 weeks. After about 15 days, more fruit would have formed and some would have started growing big. If the plants have too many flowers, you can pinch off some of the buds to ensure that the size of the fruit is not affected. If you had pinched off the tops of your plant when it started flowering, this little trick can allow you to get a decent harvest of big fruits. This would be a good time to smash that like button if you're enjoying this video. Share with friends and leave a comment or question and I'll get back as soon as possible. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing to support our work. Within the next 20 days, more fruit would have grown appreciably. Some of these will be big enough to harvest. If you are interested in green fruits, you can go for it. If you want a more colorful bell pepper, you have to put on your patience cap and allow the fruits to ripen and develop the color you want. All leaves below the fresh fruit can be removed to improve air circulation and allow the plant to channel more resources into fruit development. After about 20 days, most of the fruit would have ripened fully. At the same time, there will be some green mature fruits as well. You can harvest both of them to make a healthy, nutritious and colorful meal. So, over a period of 5 months, if you are patient enough, you'll be enjoying the literal fruits of your labor. There will be more fruit to harvest within the first 2 weeks after the first harvest, with more to come. To prolong the harvesting period, after each harvest you can apply potassium nitrate fertilizer as a foliar spray or soil drench. Banana peel fertilizer can also be used. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos or see you in our next. Until then, it's adios.